Hello, hello. I'm just chilling today. Um, Vlogged. It's been a while. Just trying to get through the days. Working here at this place here, Telenetwork, and my job hunting day. So it's not over. Been things. Some really bad things happened this week. Earlier this week, actually last week, when it did happen, and don't want to talk about it in public, but I'll just let that go for now. So it's just been kind of a really weird few weeks here, just trying to get over that, what just happened. But I'm still living where I'm living, and everything is fine now at this moment. It's just getting over what happened was, it was pretty bad. Uh, my wife is still good. I'm still good. My roommates are still good. My job is still good. Just trying to get through a few things. Oh, it was a cool thing. I did get awarded something. Excuse me. I My C stats were high today, or were high in the last period. So in the C stats is customer support. I don't know the exact acronym for it, but it's when a caller calls you and they send a report, a survey to the customer, and it's up to them if they want to respond to that survey. And I'm sure you guys have received surveys before after a phone call to somebody, an agent that you spoke to, and if you fill those out, they do get noticed on those reports. Of course, some of it says, "Are you happy with the service?" Well, stuff like that is not really reflected upon the agent, because sometimes a customer may not be happy with the service, but they were happy with the agent. Okay. And then sometimes they're not happy with the agent, but they're not happy with the service. And then some people are like just pissed off altogether that they will give the agent a bad score, even though the agent was absolutely perfect and follow all the rules. And they don't like the company. Okay. Um, so there's different things you have to look at, and I'm saying to everybody, if you are filling out one of those surveys, please be nice and be honest. If the agent sucked, the agent sucked. But if you like the company. Or if the company sucks but the agent did everything, okay, doing everything you want them to do is not a bad score. Doing everything they can to make you feel welcomed on the call, when you call them, okay, you're trying to ask for a $500 refund. Well, that's something that the agent probably cannot do based on the rules and policies of that particular agent. So don't give the agent a bad score, give the company a bad score. But if the agent was courteous and he or she respected you and gave you good customer service, despite the fact that you were about that the company provides, now if the agent was rude, then yeah, grade accordingly. Okay, and that's one thing that on these scores, it reflects badly on the agent. But they do have, and depends on the company, they do have you know I don't remember the exact name of it right now on top of my head, but they do have ways of figuring it out. Okay, is the person mad at the company or is the person mad at the agent? And then they adjust the score to match the customer's anger. Did the agent do everything he could to please the customer? Yes. Based on the rules and policies, you got to remember that there are rules, there are policies. The agent can only do so much. If he does too much, he'll get fired. And there are some cases where the agent doesn't have the power at all, not even access to the red button. Okay? So if the agent is only allowed to give you $50 and that's all he's able to do, that's it. And if you need more, it has to be escalated. So whenever people say, "Oh, it's got to be escalated," why can't you do it now? Let it go. Let it be escalated. It will take some time. Let it go, because that's all the agent can do. And speaking to a supervisor, believe it or not, sometimes supervisors don't have any more power than the agents. It's still got to get escalated to another department. Oh, and believe it or not, that department does not have a phone number. There is no phone number. There is no way you can get in contact with that department. Believe it or not, the agent doesn't have access to that particular department. This is what customers don't realize. And for anybody who works in a call center and they give an agent a hard time, and the agent did everything they could within the rules and policies of that particular agent, of that particular level, if that person did everything they could within the boundaries, within the limits of their abilities and rules and policies, do not give that agent a bad score because you think you needed a $500 refund. Okay? There is nothing that agent could have done better. Absolutely. And don't even ask to be transferred to a certain department that you don't have access to, because the agent doesn't have access to it either. Believe it or not, all they can do is create a ticket and escalate that ticket and send that ticket to a different department. That's it. That's all they can do. That's all we can do. As you can tell, I'm a little pissed off because customers, they call ridiculous things. And they have no idea what the agent can and cannot do. It's just like, hey, sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. But create a ticket and send it up. You want to speak to my soup? Well, the soup's going to tell you the exact same thing. So what's the point? So that's what I'm saying. It's when you grade on your CSAT. In fact, I did get one score on a CSAT where they graded me like perfect. And I remember this call. The customer was cursing me out, asking me why, and this and that. And he was like, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, sir, I requested your $20 refund, and it's going to be sent up, and it's going to be added to the next month's bill. And I remember this call very well. I can't tell you the details of this call, but I remember this call very well. And then when my supervisor showed me my score for that call, of course I got 100% on the call as far as call quality and the way I handled the customer, and and covering all the, like, thank you for calling, and thank you very much for using, and have a nice night, and using their name several times. So I passed the call. But my CSAT score came back medium. Now, this is the reason why. They gave me all good scores. So they recognized the fact that I did whatever I could within my limits. And I gave them good customer support. I provided them the best, gave them respect, used their name, and they recognized that. So they put in the ticket on the survey. Yes, the agent was great. Blah blah blah. Da da da. Okay, 555 for that. But then they went down to the company and said 222, and then maybe gave a 3 on something else. So they gave a low score for the company, but they gave a high score for the agent. And then they said, overall, how do you like the product? And they gave it a 4. Because they like the product. They don't want to discontinue the service. They just were pissed off at this one particular issue. Okay. And so that one person did recognize a good agent. And then I'm not going to say that I'm good all the way around. I have my bad days. I remember this one call I totally messed up on. And that customer gave me a 4. 4, 4, 4, 4 all the way down. I'm like, really? I know I messed up on that call. I was not feeling good, and I really wasn't with it. So anyway, the wind is kicking up here really badly here in San Marcos, bringing a lot of allergens. So sorry for the coughing and stuff. But I'm just going to get off this thing now. I'm at 10 minutes. I probably got like 10, 15 minutes left on my lunch break. Peace out.